Here we go, D. Check. Check out route.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the screen.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Derrick Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Murray off play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a Dolphin is confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's touchdown, Arizona. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. This will be caught by Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On the ready. 59, Mike is 59.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A first down carry for Henry, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Watch 18.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Murray. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. That one 28 yards on the ground. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on second down. Murray gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Murray now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Murray. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Murray now, third and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensive.
He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
22, twice on 22.
2nd and 4. They complete it to Hill. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off,
touchdown, Cardinals! Kareem Hunt, 79 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on. Watch 18.
2nd and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On first down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On second down, here's Henry. And an alley to run. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Murray going to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You better be afraid of me. You better go.
They'll run it again with Henry. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Right,
it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is caught by Williams.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Here we go.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Brings up second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Watch the out. Mike, check. 59. Check.
Second and 11. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Mike, check. 59.
Looking to throw. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Here we go. It's the outlaw. Oh, here we go. Oh.
They'll give Henry another shot. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Got it. 18's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's Hill, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a